and I was with my cousin, who's like, he skis, but he's such a gaper. And so we walk in there, and he was wearing a ski boots, dude. He ate shit so hard in the middle of that restaurant, walking to our table, like legs kicked out from under him, like. He like hit a table as he went down, just full yard sale slammed onto the ground, like just caused a massive scene in there.
Did he get a round of applause?
But I don't know. I don't know if it was around him. Like he went down hard.
Hello and welcome to Whipped Cream Salmon. I'm your noodle boy, Brian Bastanza. With me, as always, is my co-noodle boy, Ronnie Sanchez.
The noodliest.
This is the show where we talk about all things food, friends, and fuckery. Let's fuck. Ronnie, how the hell are you?
I'm great.
Don't blush. I mean...
Got me all flustered.
Batting your eyes like that. I had to, you know?
You got those long lashes.
Oh, how you doing, buddy?
God, I'm good. It is, what are we? A week out from Thanksgiving. So we're gonna touch on some Thanksgiving cookery today.
Cookery, dude. I love me some Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite holiday. I'll be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the most food centric,
which
we appreciate.
100%.
There's other holidays that you do food at, but this is about the food.
That's not really what it's about, but it's what it's become.
Was it about Christopher Columbus, that bigot or something?
You're right.
It's about turkey.
It is about turkey. What are you drinking over there? Because I need a crack into this bad boy.
Ronnie is parched.
I'm shaking.
Just so everyone knows. Hands shaking.
I've had this beer in my fridge now for a couple weeks because with the party and everything, I have so much stock still. But this one is a local Truckee brewery. I'm sorry, Truckee. Local Raleigh, North Carolina brewery, not Truckee. It's called Trophy. It's a great one, and it's called Fast Fun Hell's Lager. Or actually, yes, it's called Fast Fun Hell's Lager.
Hell's Lager? I love that.
Listen to Jack the Radio, so it might be some collaborative.
Jack the Radio?
Yeah, that's what it says. Like a dancing skeleton on it.
Oh, like Jack the skeleton?
Yeah.
Nice.
What are you drinking?
Love that. I have a very odd one.
What is it?
It's called Christmas Ale on our Thanksgiving episode.
Okay.
Because we're keeping it festive.
Wrong season, but it's seasonal.
Yeah. This is from the Great Lakes Brewing Co. Not company, just Co.
Okay.
Ale with spices and honey, it says at the bottom.
It's adorable.
And, Great Lakes, Cleveland, Ohio. They got Great Lakes in Cleveland?
Yeah, but they do.
They do?
They do.
Somewhere up there, there's a Great Lake or two, but I'm not sure Cleveland gets it. Erie?
God,
you're putting your money on Erie?
Making us look real dumb.
Michigan? Throw Lake Michigan in the mix? I'm down.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My Ohio knowledge is lacking.
Ohio, no, you could say.
Some say.
Not many, but I do. Ooh,
that's lovely.
This is lovely as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less dramatic than I thought by this. The can has it's a snowy scape with a bunch of trucks rail cars, and the rail cars seemingly moving these giant Christmas ornaments around the city. Good for them, bringing that holiday cheer. Yeah. Again, not a Christmas episode. This is a Thanksgiving episode. Just to be clear, Ronnie, I didn't want you to get off track again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Keep me on track.
Yeah. Let's go.
You been cooking anything?
You know, I haven't even considered that. I haven't even thought that question. Thought about that question. Why don't you go first, and I'll hop in. Well, maybe I have ate food in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Let me backtrack for a second. You hop in. You tell your story about what you've been cooking. While I reminisce.
Yeah, this is a cooking show.
Well, so. it's a show for the boys.
Show
first and foremost.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we went away this weekend, celebrating a little anniversary. So we
nice.
We went to
Congratulations.
Thank you. We went to Seagrove, North Carolina, which happens to be the pottery capital of the United States. Who knew?
Okay.
Went and looked at some pots.
Like pots?
Pottery shops. It was quaint. Stayed on a little farm stay, and Stevie, my pup, she was introduced to the biggest pig that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, really?
Her name is Porky. Dude, this thing was, it's hard to like guesstimate like how much an animal like that weighs. But I mean, we were like there was like a guest book there, and it was like, don't startle her, this and that. So like as we were like walking up, we were like, kind of calling out to her a little bit from a distance away so she could kind of hear us coming. And this thing comes out of the house. It was like in this little like barn. I was like, we weren't sure that she was going to be able to squeeze through the doorway. I mean, she was that big. I don't really know what the going weight for pigs are. This one had to have been like 1,200 pounds, 1,400 pounds, like huge, that's absolutely big. Massive. But
I was going to guess between like 8 and 1,200.
Yeah,
be,
I mean,
so that's big. That's
long too, really long, very long.
Belly scraper on that?
No, she wasn't scraping her belly, but she was a big pig.
Low hanging hammock. You know when you like hang a hammock in the woods, but it's like, I didn't really get this. The trees aren't really far apart from each other enough.
Yeah, your ass is like scraping off the ground.
or it's almost, if you turn on your side, it's gonna be scraping. That's awful.
Now Stevie, my dog, she saw this thing getting up, and it was definitely the closest that she's ever been to a pig. She was like, this thing starts standing up. She's like, what the fuck? She's definitely like got real standoffish, or a little like skittish. She doesn't like bark at her or anything, but it was pretty funny. It was fun to do that. But I mean, it was such a small little town. Like we went and got Mexican food at this. It was a little like half market, half Mexican restaurant. It was fine. It was pretty good. Got a torta. Rochelle got some tacos, and then what did we do? Went back to the cabin, just kind of like chilled out. They had like a little hot tub, had some tequila, watched the Chargers game.
Romantic.
Yeah, romantic evening watching football. Yeah, and then the next day we went like there's like 3 restaurants in the town. There's like the Mexican place, and there's 2. It's like, X family name, it's like blank family restaurant, and the other one is blank family restaurant. Fill in the blank with that family's name.
Right.
And they just like, breakfast, eggs, potatoes, sausage, pretty straightforward, grits, things like that. But you like zoom out the map a little bit, and it's just like more of these quote unquote family restaurants, like blank name family restaurant. It's like that's all that's here. It's kind of amazing to me, like how quickly North Carolina goes from like city to like super country.
Country.
I mean, it's only like an hour from Raleigh. It's like it's really not that far. But
Where
there's
was it?
just
Where was it?
it's called Seagrove. It's like south of
South.
what's it called? Um,
South Carolina? Asheboro?
yeah, it's south of Asheboro. Thank you.
I don't know why I knew you were thinking of that, but
I don't know.
maybe we've been podcasting enough that our cycles are aligned.
Yeah, we're definitely lined up. Greensboro is
Greensboro.
I mean, Greensboro, and then Asheboro's south of that, and then
probably Greenville is down there too.
No, it's not. But the the other place, the place Seagrove where we stayed at, was probably like 20 minutes or so south of Asheboro. But I mean, it was a cool experience. It was fun. You know, got to meet some like really old potters. I guess like there's so much like clay soil in North Carolina. That's why like there's a tradition of potters
Smoking pot
in that area, or a concentration of potters. There's definitely some of that going on there. But yeah, there was just like, I don't know, some like met some really fun, like friendly old timers that were just, making pots. But it was fun. I didn't really cook this weekend, but I've been doing enough cooking at work.
Yeah, nice. I didn't really cook a ton either. I mean, other than just like little stuff, but I did trim up a brisket and get it brining for a corned beef that will be
Nice.
coming later on in the week.
What are you doing that for?
I don't know. Maybe it's part of the feast that we prepare for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? Doing an Irish Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
It's lovely.
I also had this thought, which is like, should we do sushi for Thanksgiving?
I'd be super down. That'd be super fun.
So maybe both of those things.
Okay.
Either, both, neither. Could still get a bird.
Have you ever made sushi?
I did it in school once, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe twice in my life have I done it. I don't really know much about it. I would worry about I mean, if we get really good fish, then like
Yeah.
that's all you really need, right?
I mean, I could get us some really good from that seafood purveyor that a couple episodes I was talking about. We did like a party at work, and this guy brought, I think it was yellowfin, and it was just like, and he just came in like carrying it like in a baggie, just like, here's your fresh caught fish. It was really really good quality. It was nice.
I think we could figure it out.
I could definitely get some of that.
I think we should.
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds fun.
I mean, what else? What else do you really need for prep? You just need tools, right? You just really need. I know you have a rice cooker.
I've got that like bamboo mat.
You do. That's what I was going to say. That you need for rolls. Other than that, you need good sushi rice. You need some wasabi. You need
friends. Just good friends.
Probably some sake.
Let's do that. That sounds like a really good time.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do some sashimi. What kind of fish do you want to get?
I know for sure that yellowtail was really good. So we get yellowtail.
What do you get? Like what are we talking as far as you can get a couple like paves, or can you like would you have to get like a side of X, or
I'm trying to think. I think we got like when we ordered that hunk of it, I think it was like a 3 pound, like, I don't know. Yeah, like when you get the like that triangular like chunk, it's got the skin on it still.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it was the one we got was like no skin, but it has like the bloodline running through it.
Yeah, and what is that? That's like a quarter of a section of tail, basically, right? It's like
yeah, maybe.
It's like, oh, I took this big fish, I cut it like 2 feet on like a 2-foot section and then quartered that basically, and that's what you
Maybe.
get.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
how
know
I'm
how
looking at
big.
when I'm thinking about like watching people like break down like a tuna.
Yeah, I want to say yellowfins. I think they're something like 20 to 30 pounds. It's when you like ahi are like, you know, you can get those like 1,000 pounds.
Right. Gotcha. Yep.
But I think a yellowfin is like quite a bit smaller.
Yellow fin or yellow tail?
Son of a bitch. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's yellowfin.
Tuna.
Oh, you
It's
know what? You might be
tuna.
right.
I love me some yellowtail hamachi. I like me some tuna. We could even if we can't get tuna, like tuna's kind of the easiest one to get. I know you can go to the Asian market and just get it like a frozen saku block.
Yeah,
2
I
thumbs
don't
up
want
for
to. I don't
that.
want to do
I
that
mean,
necessarily. Yeah, yellow. Here. Oh, Jesus Christ! That was a YouTube
oh
video.
Jesus.
Very loud. Yeah, I think
Don't mind Ronnie's Pornhub.
is yellow. Is yellowfin? No, we're in North Carolina. You can't do that. Yellow yellowtail. Is that the same?
No, it's not the same.
Yellowtail tuna versus yellowfin tuna. Oh, it is different. Yeah, okay. It was definitely yellowfin, not yellowtail.
Mm.
Yellowfin looks more like ahi. It's a red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll give you a little screen share.
Oh, do that.
So like this piece right here is like what we got, like a chunk like that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, let's throw together a menu, dude. Live on the pod, dude.
I could definitely do that.
Let's get
Rochelle's
it.
gonna. We gotta see. She does love some classic Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Should we do a
We did.
little
Yeah,
like a little turkey roll or something? Do a little like turkey
that would be
cranberry
fun.
sweet potato roll.
Here's actually what I was thinking. Initially, before we made plans to come out to see you guys, I was talking about I was gonna smoke a turkey, but just maybe like just the breasts. So maybe we could definitely do like a like a Thanksgiving turkey sushi roll. Well, that'd be
Dude,
fun.
I'm like, I know if they don't go together, but like super just put delicious food in front of me and that's
Eat it.
fine. That would
Yeah,
be fine.
that would be really fun. Yeah. So the reason why I have one of those sushi mats, I I don't know if it was last Christmas. It might have been 2 Christmases ago at this point. My sisters got Rochelle and I like it was like a sushi making class. That was like the gift.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to go to a fucking sushi making class. Like, oh, it's like I don't
You
really
wouldn't
want to do
go?
that. It was just like at Sur La Tab. Like it was just, like a Susie Homemaker
Yeah,
sushi class
I get it. We had
hosted by, Evan. Like, I don't want to learn from that guy,
yeah.
you
Evan's
know?
super white. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Um,
I'm down to learn about sushi and learn how to make sushi, but like, I don't want to learn from that guy in like a
yeah.
classroom full of like other, middle-aged white people.
Yeah, I mean to really do it, like even to just do it on a small scale, like you kind of really have to go and work there for 6 months or even 3 months to
Yeah.
kind of start to figure it out. Um,
And I feel like I could learn more from watching, YouTube videos of actual like professionals, like than I would at a Sur La Tab cooking class.
right, because
Anyway,
they speak
the
the
day,
language a little, right? Like
yeah,
when you talk when you're watching someone who's a professional, they're like speaking to an audience of people who can like not always, but they could speak like directly to the person who like already has like a background in food, especially when you're talking
right,
about like high end techniques like that. Whereas like
right.
a class like what you're talking about, like probably the target demographic is probably like people who have never worked in the industry.
Well, exactly. And in the classes that they offer, it's like, they do. Oh, it's a like Italian class on Wednesday, and like people show up there and they learn how to make pasta, and then like every other Tuesday it's sushi class and people show up and learn how to make sushi. Like it's fine. And like if you're doing that, then like and you enjoy that, then that's awesome. Like,
Let me just devil's advocate your ass real quick though.
mm-hmm.
What if your cousin worked at Sur La Table and came to you and was like, "Hey, I think you'd be great to teach cooking classes 4 nights a week. You know a lot about food. You've done a lot of things.
Yeah,
You can design your menu. Would you like to do that?" And then you might say,
I think that could be fun. I'd rather be in the teaching role in that
"Yeah,
class
that's fair."
than, you know, and I don't have sushi experience, but at the same time, I just feel like I just don't want to be in that environment. Like, it just doesn't sound like a lot of fun. So instead, we took that. I called up Sir Tab and I was like, "Hey, I can't make it to my class today. Can I cancel and just get this, in the form of a gift card?" And then I just went and we bought a really nice coffee maker.
Nice.
So
Let's talk about that coffee maker for a second. What are we talking? Like
it's fancy.
it's fancy?
It is a fancy. It's called a Mocha Master, and they kind of have a cult following. They're pretty expensive, which I would never have paid that kind of money for it if I didn't have the gift card for it. But they're handmade. I want to say they're made in like Sweden or Denmark or something. But yeah, they just have this like cult following. They're supposed to last a lifetime. So it's kind of one of those like buy once, cry once. Hopefully, you never have to buy one again.
I like Sur La Table a little bit. I never buy anything there, but I do like walking around there. I would love to have one of those like really high end Dutch ovens that they sell.
Yeah,
Stuff's balling.
they make some. They carry some. Same with like a Williams Sonoma or something like that. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of nice stuff in there. Tons of like one use, single use, uh, you know, tools. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a banana peeler and slicer all in one. It's like I don't, I don't need a tool for that.
Dude, when like a rich couple comes in to like deck out their brand new guest house in the Hamptons, those eyes light up in there. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're selling every single thing to that person. Walk
Yeah,
out of there for $5,000, no problem.
for sure. Yeah,
Fancy coffee maker. What's it called? Mocha Man?
Mocha Master.
Mocha Master.
Mm-hmm.
My nickname in college.
Yeah,
You don't buy it.
I'm not
Well,
buying it.
that's what they called me, so whatever. Whatevs, bro.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna have to present this menu to the girls, and we're gonna have to get full buy-in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get approval for sure.
So we gotta let's come up with it.
Yeah.
Maybe we do like appetizers in the sushi roll sashimi realm, and then move to a more like a full meal of smoked turkey breast and more traditional sides.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick.
Well, you're chuckling.
Well, no, just real quick. What I was getting at before when I said like my sister's got us this gift. Part of the gift it was also like a sushi making set.
Gotcha.
Actually, I think it might have came with sake glasses.
Ooh.
Might have to look. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I think what it came with is chopsticks and the chopstick rests. I don't know if there's sake glasses, but there might be. I have to look. It might actually just be the little like soy sauce serving cups.
You a big
But that
chopstick rest kind of guy?
am I?
Yeah.
If you give me a chopstick rest, I'll use it.
Okay.
I'm a civilized individual.
I'm not.
Put my chopstick on the table like a peasant.
That's fair. That is fair. We do have some. I just rarely use it. I feel like I just usually pop it on top of the bowl, Scoot.
Yeah.
Scoot.
Okay. Anyway, so
sorry.
Sushi feast.
So you have a kit. This kit has at least the bamboo mats.
Yeah. But that's what that's all I wanted to say. That's why I have it because
Yeah.
of that story.
Potentially some
It's a
new
long way around to let you know that's why I have a bamboo mat to roll sushi with.
I like it. Bang out a couple rolls, 3 or 4 rolls.
Yeah. What's your go-to when you get sushi? Are you a nigiri guy, a sashimi guy? You
Well,
like a
highly
deep fried
depends.
roll? You like cream cheese?
It highly depends on where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Like the difference between going to like a higher end place where you're going to sit at the bar and have a conversation with the sushi chef versus like this is an all you can eat feast
Yeah.
in like downtown Reno.
God.
Those are two very different experiences and I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I love going to some sushi pier and scarfing down $200 worth of sushi for $30. That's my jam.
Yeah.
I love nigiri though. Like if we're talking
Mm-hmm.
like what is the best thing on your plate? Like I could definitely like eat a bunch of sashimi for sure. I would crush a bunch of nigiri, but I do like I don't know. I do like I love like a spicy tuna.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. I think it's delicious. Ever since I was probably like 10 years old, I like love that fucking
Yeah, it's a good one.
like a spicy tuna roll. It's probably pretty white boy of me, but I definitely love that.
Well, the nicest thing about that is it's always like the cheapest roll on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have like all like the house specialty rolls, and then like off in the corner, there's like the peasant rolls,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll suck down some peasant rolls.
For sure. For sure. For sure. I like a lot of them though. Like I'll definitely take down. If I was gonna do the all you can eat experience, I would definitely order a fried roll, a tempura roll, something like that. Godzilla. Oh my god, it's Godzilla. Um, I like a dragon roll. I like a I don't know.
There was one roll in um, it was called Tokyo Sushi in Reno that had a great all you can eat, but it was called the Black Angel roll, and it had like a black garlic sauce on it it was unlike any other sushi roll I ever had, but I fucking loved that one. They also had really good baked mussels there. Yeah, I
I
mean,
like that.
yeah, and a place like that, like I don't know, people often like question like the quality or whatever of all you can eat sushi, which is like fair to do. But places like that where it's so busy there all the time
Mm,
that like they're not sitting on fish,
right.
you know, like they're moving products so quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure. Even if it's not the best cuts, though, it is, but it is like moved in a timely
mm-hmm.
fashion for sure. Dude, me and Mike Garcia took down some of those baked mussels once. Forget what place it was. It was in Reno. It was I don't remember the name of it, but I feel like we took down 100 of those. We're like, we'll start with 5 orders of your mussels,
Mm-hmm.
you know, before we even got to sushi. Dude, I'm remembering that dining experience. I remember watching Mike take because like you have to eat all the rice or you have to pay for it.
Uh-huh.
So he's like taking fucking the fish off of the sushi, off the nigiri, and like stuffing rice into the sake bottle to like hide the rice. They weren't gonna get him for that anyway, but it's a
That's
pretty
so
funny
funny.
time. Yeah. Your boys could
What
take down some fish for sure.
What are your favorite nigiri
Um,
orders?
I I love hamachi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love the like if you can get like the barbecued tuna,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good.
a little sear on that sucker, you know, little salt like little brush of sauce, wasabi underneath, sweet though. Really like that, dude. I love this fish. Have you ever had escalar?
Yeah.
Love me some escalar.
Yeah. I always forget what
Butterfish, it's
escolar.
also called. Super like it's kind of like it's kind of like sour tasting,
Yeah.
but in a good way. Like it's um yeah, it has like this. It's not funk. It's like just like like kind of brightness to it. But also if you eat too much, you'll fucking shit your pants.
Yeah, it says right here, escalar, the world's most dangerous fish.
Yeah. I forget, like, fact check me on this, but like you can eat like up to 5 ounces of it, but after that, like you have to go home and sit on the toilet the rest of the night or something like that.
Oil fish. Interesting.
Yeah. Super good. Super good. One of my favorites for sure. What else do I like?
Dude, I really like snapper.
Mm.
Red snapper it's one of my favorite. It's got such a good clean finish, but like has kind of like a firm texture to it, and it
It
just,
is firm. Yeah.
dude, that's so good. That's one of my favorites for sure.
Nice.
Actually, I think it is my favorite. But
Nice.
not everyone carries it.
I mean, like, if I'm just like picking up,
Hamachi's up there too.
Hamachi's definitely like
if they
high on
have
the list.
hamachi and snapper on the menu, I'll get both of those.
Yeah, nice. But I'll browse the menu of rolls and see if something creative pops out. I mean, I like a rainbow roll. I like a dragon roll. I mean, throw some of that sriracha QP mayo mixture and squirt that all over the place, and I'll lick the plate clean. You know it. You know it.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. What would you, if you were like, hey, we're gonna do like appetizers for 4 people. You can only make so much, right? We're not gonna buy a bunch of different types of fish. What would be like something that you would really want to do for that?
Like outside of fish or just in that same realm?
No, for that. I'm kind of leading you into if we're gonna put together a Thanksgiving menu, and it's just appetizers. We're still gonna do mashed potatoes and turkey and corn. What would you do to?
Dude, have you had those? They're like those like fried crab balls. It's like the crab salad. I don't know if there's like rice around it or what it. I can't remember.
Mama's balls.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama's balls.
What are those?
You're right. I mean, I think it's like pollock. That's like shredded.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I don't
The
know.
crab with a K.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pollock is imitation crab meat for those who don't know. I feel like you could just kind of make like a, I don't know.
It's like
Are they
those. And like,
pankoed? Are they pankoed? I would think like another fish, like a ground. Like I would take like, if I were to try, I think I would take like some pollock and kind of like shred it up. It's really like stringy, so you could like kind of do that with it, and then like take some sort of fish that like was ground up, or even like a scallop, and like chop the fuck out of it, make it like into like a sticky kind of like a meatball, right? And then panko, like flour egg panko, for deep fry that sucker.
Yeah.
It's probably not right, but
That's not. I don't know if that's quite what I'm thinking of.
that would be my first crack at it. They have them at Mamasaki though. Squaw Valley, USA, Palisades. Excuse me. Mamasaki's still there?
I don't think so. Actually, no. Isn't it Isn't it like a Mexican place now? I don't know.
Oh right, Tremigo.
There you go.
But
they
were opening a sushi restaurant in Fiji or something.
Yeah, or they had. I think they have one there. But anyway, I was at Mamasaki years ago, coming off the mountain, and I was with my cousin, who's like, he skis, but he's such a gaper, and so we walk in there, and if you don't know, like walking in ski boots is like it's really clunky, and if you're walking on like a tiled floor, like you might as well be walking on ice. And he was wearing a ski boots, dude. He ate shit so hard in the middle of that restaurant, walking to our table, like legs kicked out from under him, like he like hit a table as he went down, just full yard sale slammed on the ground, like just caused a massive scene in there.
Did he get a round of applause?
I think there was a lot of oohs and ahs, but I don't know. I don't know if it was around him. Like he went down hard.
I mean, that's what I'm like picturing that happening, and like the odds of me not clapping for that would be very low.
Yeah, yeah. I can't really recall. I remember laughing hysterically.
Do they have? They didn't have all you can eat there, huh? They just had that
No, I don't think so.
like what was it? A hand roll and a Teddy
Yeah,
Brewski for $5.
something like that. Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, just as a après ski deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're because also I was just reminded of also being in set when I was in South Lake, because there was also a sushi pier in South Lake, and you could like get off the mountain after like snowboarding the entire day and go right into eating all you can eat sushi, and that shit's fucking. I mean, talk about like one of my some of my favorite days of my life,
Uh-huh.
snowboarding all day into all you can eat sushi. There's not much better than that.
In South Lake.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere you could do it, I would
One
guess.
one of the
Japan would
best.
probably be a pretty cool place to do that.
That would be a good place to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the best days riding I ever had was at Kirkwood. It was like a random Tuesday. I think like Squaw had gotten like 2 inches or something, and or a light dusting, and went down to my buddy's house in South Lake, and like we decided to go to Kirkwood the next day. We knew they were getting snow, but it wasn't really snowing that much in South Lake either. And we got to Kirkwood, and it was just like waist deep. They just got so much snow socked in. It's a Tuesday, nobody was on the mountain, and I think it was like late March, and we just, fresh powder all day long, and then afterwards we went and got sushi and ate so much sushi that we got back to his place, and I like crawled through the front door, like just like laid on my back, like please don't throw up, because I just ate so much good sushi.
That's awesome. Do you do those little the quail egg shooters too?
I
You do
haven't,
quail?
no.
Oh, really?
Uh-uh.
I've done hundreds of them. I feel. And
Really?
it's like yeah. They got like a soy like
Yeah.
sweet soy like mixture, sesame seeds.
If we want to do some quail egg shooters, I'll bring my quail egg cutter. Give me a good reason to break that bad boy out.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Where do you get quail eggs? Whole Foods?
From a quail, I would imagine.
Probably not a chicken. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Not out the chicken's butt? I think I've been waiting behind the wrong butt.
I bet you you get some at a bougie store like a Whole Foods.
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe the Asian market, honestly.
Yeah. Are you weary of I'm a little weary of buying meat stuff at the Asian market.
I am too. Depends. H Mart, I feel pretty good about.
Mm-hmm.
There's another Asian market here that I go to, and they have great selection of things. Their produce is great. Their meat selection is a little questionable. Their fish department is more than questionable.
Stank, huh?
Not it's just dirty, but the amount of live fish that they have and the variety of live fish that they have in there is ridiculous. There's so many fish in a tank.
Same with ours. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like it's like a 15-pound striped bass in there. Like what? Why do you why do you have that in there? But I mean, I guess it's fresh. But yeah, it just looks a little questionable. But also on ice, you walk in there and there's just a straight up carp on ice, like grass carp. People don't eat those.
Yeah. Someone does. Yeah.
That's not. I had a funny a fishing friend that he asked me one time. He goes, you know the best way to cook a carp? I was like, no. He's like, you need it. He's like, so what you want to do? He's like, take your oven, crank it up as high as it can go, at least 500 degrees. He says, then find clay mud. He's like, dig down a couple inches into the soil till you get to the clay and start digging out clay mud. And you're going to pack that all around the fish. And then you take that fish once it's encased in all the clay mud and you throw it in the oven. He goes, for 5 to 6 hours. I'm like 5 to 6 hours. Because you pull that out and the mud will be like rock hard on the outside. So chisel it out so I can take that fish and throw it in the trash and then eat the mud.
That's awesome. I asked you about the quality of meats at the Asian market because my buddy Josh was just here, and he's a Cisco rep in the Northeast, and I forget exactly how it exactly came up, but he said we were talking about Asian restaurants, and he was like, "Oh, we do like pretty poorly servicing like Asian restaurants. However, we do get a lot of business from Japanese restaurants because and he's like, well, like the Japanese restaurants and like they care more about the meat quality than the other restaurants. Was kind of what he thought about it. And like also anecdotally by like my experience at the Asian market, I'm like, I don't know really about this meat. I'm gonna kind of shy away from it. Because I like, and he kind of confirmed this that like those Asian markets like service a lot of those restaurants that are around them. You know, like they're doing their wholesale shopping through that Asian market.
Well, and a lot of them actually have like delivery services too. There was one in Reno that would deliver goods to Lulu's when I was working there, and also to they had the izakaya up the street. And it's just like it's a little mom and pop owned Asian grocery store, but yeah, they ran a delivery service, and they would we'd place orders with them, and they'd come and bring it to us.
Nice, that's awesome. That is cool.
Yeah, actually, one time I was in there, old man sitting behind the desk. He's got like all of his newspapers out, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. I have a picture of it on my phone. I'd show him my phone, point at it, and he gets up. He like kind of shakes his head, and he gets up, and he starts walking. So I follow him, and he like walks like up and down all the aisles, and then he gets to one point, and he kind of stops, and he looks at it, and then he just like turns around and he walks back, and so I'm just follow him, and he gets back to his desk and he sits down and opens up his newspaper. He never said anything to me. I was like, I guess you're out. I guess you don't have it.
That's awesome.
That's fun. Oh gosh,
that's awesome. So you want to? Okay, so we'll figure out some fish to buy. We'll make some sushi rice, maybe. You trying to do smoked breasts?
Maybe this. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I definitely could. Initially, so before we had this idea of like doing sushi, what I was thinking was that maybe I would smoke like maybe 2 turkey breasts the day before, cool them, and vacuum seal them, and then bring it to your house, and then we could reheat it like in a water bath.
Yeah.
And then
sounds great.
Pull it out of there and just slice it.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do sushi, if we're gonna do a turkey sushi roll, maybe you just pull it out, slice it cold.
We don't have to do they can be like we could do like a full like appetizers, and then do like an entree that's separate.
Are we gonna have a sushi appetizer and then turkey dinner?
You want to just commingle?
That doesn't sound appetizing.
Okay, you rather bob around?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we got to find a lane and kind of stay in it.
I know it's hard. The marrying the two is a challenge, especially with the smoked turkey titties.
It's really hard.
Like, are we doing like cranberry sauce? Sam loves some cranberry sauce.
I know. Well, we're gonna have to get approval here.
Yeah.
From the shareholders.
But also,
I'm down. I'm down to do it. Like I said.
Either way, we're gonna be having a good time. What are some of your other favorite sides? If you were to pick sides, 2 sides, you don't have to get. I mean, gravy doesn't count. Turkey doesn't count.
We're talking about classic Thanksgiving sides now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Give me
not.
two of your two favorite has to be on the plate.
Definitely stuffing. I like
Mhm.
a sausage stuffing.
Mm,
That's my favorite.
love it. I had a sausage stuffing recipe that I made. I believe it was when we were here in Charlotte, and we had some friends from family friends come in and had it, and then Sally, she was like, needed the recipe for this, and I was like, I don't do recipes, Sally. I'm gonna write some stuff down in this email, and I'm gonna send it to you, but it's not what I made. That's for damn sure.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It might be close, and she said it came out pretty good, but yeah, I think that happens all the time. Oh yeah, you got to give me this recipe for this thing.
So yeah, I can tell you what I did.
I'll give you a recipe for a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah, I love the sausage stuffing. It's the best. Well, hot Italian sausage. Let's go. What else? Number 2.
Yeah, or even just like the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. I really like in there. Or like a sage sausage. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. And then no, I guess mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean,
right?
that's got to be it, right? Well, I've had some really good green beans too.
There's other potatoes that could be nominated for better than that. Like a great scalped potato is like.
I think I lost you there, bud.
You lost me? Hello and welcome back to Whipped Cream Salmon, y'all. Round
you boys
2.
Are having technical difficulties.
Ronnie was.
No, Brian was.
Ronnie was bad. He's a sinner, and therefore his recording stopped.
Yeah, we're in the market for a new recording platform. So
yeah.
If you want to host your boys.
Yeah. And a producer would also be pretty cool.
Brian needs some time off.
From producing? I think you're the producer in this scenario.
What are you? The editor? I produce?
You're all productivity as far as I'm concerned.
This is the problem. We don't even know who the producer is.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
Anyway, I was going into talk about other types of potatoes that I thought were worthy of being eaten at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Yeah, Tater Talk.
This is a new segment called Tater Talk.
Welcome to Tater Talk.
Welcome to Tater Talk, y'all. A fucking perfect scalloped potato. Mamma mia. That'll get you going 6 to midnight in no time. What do you say about that, Ronnie?
That's a good one. I do love a good scalloped potato.
Adjacent, but not the same. Potatoes au gratin.
What is the difference exactly between potatoes au gratin and a scalloped potato?
Scalloped potato has no cheese.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. All cream.
I thought that was called something else.
The creme. Don't forget the creme.
The creme.
No scallops. We served them every night with this at Ciro's. It was on the lamb pickup. Dude, we'd make trays of this thing, like 3 hotel pans. It was kind of a dishwasher prep job, was to peel and then mandolin and then assemble scalloped potatoes every day. And it would take multiple prep cooks / dishwashers hours to do these scalloped potatoes. It's just really diligently layering, salting, creaming, white pepper, layer, salt, cream. It's a fucking fabulous dish, but it's got to be cooked low and slow for a long time. It gets fired at the end, high heat to reduce some of that cream. You have to be very mindful of the scalloped potato because if it's too hot for whatever reason and it's reducing too fast, you have to know to turn that down. Or if it's we need to there's a lot of liquid in here. We need to crank this up and like have some of the creme reduction. It's so bomb though. And if it's done right and it's rested properly, it's all cream, like so much cream, but it still comes out as a slice.
So creamy.
Stay creamy.
There was a something that we used to call that at Plumjack, but it wasn't scalloped potatoes. And I can't remember. Yeah.
I don't know that I ever served that dish there. Maybe it was when I was absent.
It's gonna come to me at some point. Yeah.
Potatoes. It's a great tuber.
Is there a Thanksgiving side that you do not like?
That I don't like at
don't
all?
Put that shit on, don't put that shit on my plate.
I'm not like the biggest like. I don't love like an ultra tart like cranberry sauce, but like sometimes in the context of a really heavy meal, it can like do a really good job cutting through some of that heaviness. So I do support it. I'm a big open that can up, plop that, slice that motherfucker for me. I want to see the ribs of the can on the side of it. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
There's something so satisfying about slicing through that too.
So good.
That's nice. I do really enjoy
I think
that.
like I feel like you're supposed to like mix that up. I think like the intention of the product is to mix it up.
I feel like there's a picture. Yeah, there's a picture on the side of the can of it, like the can
sliced.
It's like, I think so. Okay. In my memory, that's what it is.
I was gonna say on the side of the can. I thought it was like kind of mixed up, but I don't know.
I don't know.
No one will ever know.
I don't support that. You know what I don't need is the like yams with marshmallows on them.
Oh, you don't like that?
I don't need that. What is that?
I'm pretty in agreement. I think it was like such a family favorite at Grandma's house, but like we were all 9 though. You know, like
it's also something
when you're 9, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, we have marshmallows on it.
Brown sugar
something
and marshmallow.
That we didn't have in our house growing up, so maybe it's like I just never connected with that, and I just genuinely don't understand it.
Some people probably don't get canned cranberry sauce.
For sure.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah, dummies.
But, yeah.
Idiot sandwich this week goes to those people.
Get them.
Check yourself.
Speaking of which, Ronnie, I think it's time
for the idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich, also, take it away, brother.
Real quick, hot tip.
Hot tip.
Not a pumpkin pie fan.
Ooh.
Oh wait, sorry. Not a hot tip. Hot take. Hot take. Not a pumpkin pie fan.
I think you do a really good one with a nice crust. I think you're gonna get me pretty excited. Some good creme. I'm a creme guy.
Rochelle really likes pumpkin pie, and a couple weeks ago, I don't remember she made one or I feel like she made one. It's kind of a blur, but I think I was like sitting on the couch and she brought over the mixture for me to taste, but it was still warm, and not understanding what was being put in my mouth and the warmth of it and the texture, it was like hot baby food in my mouth. It's fucking disgusting.
We love playing this game of what's in my mouth, you know?
Yeah. What's in my mouth? All right.
What are you? Idiot.
You stupid idiot.
I'm an idiot sandwich.
You're an idiot. Of all the idiots, you stand alone.
It's idiot sandwich.
It's idiot sandwich. Let's go. Ronnie, take it away.
Okay. Yeah, this one I don't know how early into my cooking career this was, but obviously like inexperienced enough that I didn't understand what I was doing until it was too late. I was making some kind of a sauce. I want to say it was like a beet sauce of some kind, and I really don't remember what it was. It was like a beet puree or something, and I was trying to thicken it with cornstarch. and I had the pot on the stove, and it was like pretty watery. And I was like adding the slurry. It's not getting hot or not getting thick. Adding the slurry, not getting thick. I was like, wow, this is taking a lot of slurry. Keep adding it. Well, what I didn't realize was at the time was to slurry a sauce, the sauce needs to be hot. You can't slurry a cold sauce. Well, the pot was on the stove. So before you knew it, it got hot. And by the time the cornstarch caught up to the heat, this thing turned into like mashed potatoes. Like, just, dude, it's so thick. And I remember there was like a younger cook on the line with me, and he just looks and he's shaking his head, and he's like laughing. He's like, "Oh, this is a fuck situation, my dude."
It's like so boogery. Like anything that's over slurried is like, I mean, this you're talking way past the booger point. You're talking about like,
yeah, I didn't know that you could take slurry that far, where it was legitimately scoopable. Like it was mashed potato consistency when it all came together. And yeah, I had to restart the whole process. I really think it was like a beet sauce, like juiced beets or something. And it was, I can't even remember what the fuck it was for. But yeah, anyway, idiot sandwich goes to me. If you're going to slurry something, make sure it's hot and not do what I did.
Slurry it hot. Congratulations, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Round of applause for my boy.
Who's your idiot?
I have a ski town specific one.
Okay.
That I'd like to go into. Is this ski town specific? Because we always would have kids that were on visa from, a lot of them in the wintertime came from South America. Or actually not South America, like anywhere from South America, Central America, whatever. These kids happen to be up in Lake Tahoe from Brazil. And ski town, you got to know, we're going to get a lot of snow. That's why we're hiring kids on visa to be here, is because we're busy when it's snowing, right? And we got these kids, they're clearly there to like kind of have like a winter away from home. Not really skiers, not really anything. But it's like one of the first like winter storms of the year, and there's probably like 4 to 5 inches on the ground. And like, get this phone call. I'm the sous chef at the time. It's like, hey, like we can't make it to work because it's snowing. That is not an excuse to not come to work. And like, I would go as far to say that's not even a good excuse when you live in like North Carolina to not go to work. But when you live in North Lake Tahoe
at a ski resort
and it's snowing, your ass is coming to work. We actually just called our friend Jack Connell for a little help with the city sandwich. Probably insert that right about here.
Now.
And now.
Yo, buddy.
Jack Connell, what the fuck is up, dude?
What's going on, dude?
You're live on Whipped Cream Salmon right now.
No way. Nice.
Well, you're not live, but yeah, we are recording. What was the name of that less than ideal Argentinian J1 who's kind of chubby and had a chubby girlfriend? And they were
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
It was like, it wasn't Marge. If I can figure out her name, I can figure out his name.
Because I was trying to tell the story of
it was like Shrek and
Tortuga.
Oh God!
And no, they didn't come to work one day because they were Barb
was her name. And fuck, what was his name? They were like called in because they just were lazy.
Well, no, they called in because it was fucking snowing in Tahoe on like Christmas, dude. I'm like,
yeah. Barb and fuck, what was his name? I thought he
Daniel?
could do so much better. I was always like, you could do better, buddy. Like, you're not that fat.
You just had no interest in being there.
Oh God, I feel like she just would like berate him. He was like into like S&M and like he was a little fucking cuck or something.
Barb, go grab the steel toe. Yeah.
God damn it! Why can't I think of his name? But Barb was definitely her name.
Brazilian. They were Brazilian, huh?
Yeah, that's why they were like freaked out. Argentinians are okay with the snow because they kind of get snow every once in a while.
True.
The Brazilians have never seen snow ever.
Right on. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. If I think of it, I'll text you.
Okay, cool.
All right, I gotta go. I'm at the grocery store.
Cool. Later, bro.
Bye, Jack. Love you.
All right, later.
Get a job at a mountain town at a ski resort and call out because it's snowing. What an idiot.
What an idiot. So Tortuga, the city of sandwich is coming to you.
Well done, Tortuga. No, not well done. Bad job.
You're cool, though. And I hope we can still be friends.
How do you do it? Let me hit you with some knowledge.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
And now it's time for the Whipped Cream Salmon School for cooks that don't cook good.
Ooh, ding.
Class is in session.
Mr. Bell, ding. Who's your favorite principal?
What was his name? Mr. Pierce. When I was in like 1st through 4th grade, he organized a school a kickball league, and he got us all pennies. There were 4 teams. I was on the Blue Bombers.
Nice.
We were not very good, but there were 4 teams, and every recess there was a match scheduled between 2 of the teams. It was super fun. And yeah, Mr. Pierce, shout out to you. Thank you for the memories.
Mr. Pierce.
Yeah, Library Street School in New Hampshire, Hudson, New Hampshire.
Let's go. Shout out.
Anyway,
let's go to school though, Ronnie.
Yeah. Let's
not administration.
What kind of tip do you have for our students today?
I have a tip that may be useful in the upcoming holiday.
Okay.
And that is when, well, you might find yourself with a turkey. You might be creative. You might be, or you might not be creative at all. You might just roast this turkey and carve it, and then you're left with this big carcass afterwards. What you should do with that carcass is you should save that. Either put it in the fridge overnight, the next day pull it out, make yourself some flavorful stock. I'm not even really sure you would call it stock at that point, but it's going to be flavorful liquid. It's really good. My tip is more broad than that.
It's more like broth at that point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's more like broth. My tip is more broad than that. It's really like whenever you have like a chicken, maybe you're breaking down a chicken and you're left with the carcass. Maybe you're breaking down like another piece of meat. Maybe you have some pork that has like some bone in stuff. Like save those bones. You don't have to use it right this second. Throw them in a container. Throw it in your fridge. You'll wind up using it at some point.
Freezer.
You take. Oh, did I say fridge?
Fridge or freezer, yeah.
Yeah. Put it somewhere. Take it out. Roast it. Make yourself some stock / broth with that. You can never have enough good flavorful liquid in your kitchen, so make some.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like to take my turkey carcass that night. I mean, it's so big. If you're gonna put it in your fridge or whatever, it takes up so much space. Throw it straight into a pot after it's done being carved. Fill it up with water. Throw in a couple vegetables and let it go overnight or something.
Yeah,
and then it's done. You know.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on. I also have a turkey related tip, and this is kind of a cool one. I mean, so many people complain that their turkey comes out super dry. And really the reason for that is that the breasts are, there's less fat. And so the white meat tends to dry out before the dark meat cooks, right? And the way that your bird is traditionally in the pan, it's breast side up. So it's exposed to the most hot air in the oven than rather than like the dark meat, which is it's like laying on, you know. So all that dark meat is on the bottom, so it takes longer for it to cook. So what I like to do after I've like brined my bird and everything, cook your bird breast side down for the first hour or so, or like close to half of it. And what'll happen is the dark meat will then be on the top, so that meat will start to cook quicker. And also the fat from that dark meat will render down towards the breast. And then for the last, you could probably do like, I don't know, 60% of it breast side down and the last 40% of the cook breast side up. Then you can take it out. Be careful. It's going to be hot. It's better if your bird's tied up nicely to do this, so it's not throwing juices and everything all over the place. Get a friend to help you. Flip it over so that it's now breast side up, and then finish it in the oven.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's something that I learned a few years ago, and it makes a huge difference, and
That's
it keeps
awesome.
your breast nice and juicy.
How do you get it to like not tear the skin on the breasts? Just be gentle. Yeah,
Just be gentle. Well, also at that point, like the breast the skin hasn't gotten crispy yet,
Right.
so it's still pretty pliable.
Right.
Also, I mean, it's a good way to get the skin under the bird crispier, because typically, if you were to just roast it, breast side up, that whole underside is not going to get any color. So
sure.
Yeah. It's kind of a fun one.
That's a great one. Thanks, Ronnie.
You're welcome.
Once we did a spatchcocked turkey for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. Really good spatchcock. You take a sharp knife and you go down the backbone. You cut out the backbone. You lay the bird flat and open. And I mean, it's a way to, I guess, cook it more evenly. It reduces the cooking time by like a lot. You just put it like on a sheet pan with like on a rack, and then just throw it in the oven for like maybe 2 hours, and that probably be done by then. I thought that was a really good way to kind of expose those thighs as well.
Nice.
But yeah, get those thighs out.
Yeah.
Thighs out for Bri, you know?
Doesn't rhyme. Anyway, we
whoa. Thigh and Bri definitely rhyme.
Okay. Thigh for Bri. I like that we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a Thanksgiving episode, and then we talked about sushi for fucking an hour.
We circle back.
We did. We saved
Put a pin on
it. Yeah, we saved it at the very end. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that everyone joined us for this episode today, and I'm just super appreciative of everyone that tunes in. And if you'd do us a favor and share the podcast and like and subscribe and follow and just spread the love in the world.
Yeah, and email us at whippedcreamsalmon@gmail.com with your idiot sandwiches or cooking tips, or just tell us that you love us.
Yeah, follow us at Whipped Cream Salmon, Instagram.
Yeah.
And just
Whipped Cream Salmon Podcast, I think it is.
Keep on keeping on. Stay creamy.
Stay creamy.
Peace.